All right, funny, because Coach just talked about honor, so that's my word for you today is honor. All right. So definition real quick, high respect, esteem, or two. This is the one I'm going to focus on, a privilege. Synonyms: distinction, recognition, privilege, glory, kudos, cachet, prestige, merit, or credit. Like I said, the one I'm going to talk to you today about today is privilege. So an honor is a privilege. Okay. Now, go ahead. So it's my belief, and I believe this with all my heart, that it is a privilege. One back. It is a privilege to be born in and live in the United States of America. It is an absolute privilege. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Why? We have things like freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion. All right, we have the Second Amendment. We have some awesome things that we can do here in America that many people do not have the ability to do. So it is a privilege to have been born in here for me personally and to live here. Okay? Economic privilege. We're one of the wealthiest countries in the world. We are richer than 90% of the rest of the world, regardless of what your situation is right now or your home life. I guarantee you, you're richer than roughly 90% of the rest of the world. Okay? Now, I also believe, you can go to the next one. I also believe that it is a privilege to live in the state of Texas. Hear me on that one?
Yes, sir.
It's awesome. Why? Living in Texas, number one. You notice this thing called a recession going on right now. You've heard about it?
Yes, sir.
So there are people in other parts of this country that have fallen on tough times. But here in Texas, we're doing really well. The recession almost has not touched us. In some ways it has, but very few of us have been tragically affected by the recession. So the economy is great here. How about weather? What's going on in the Northeast right now? Anybody know? Not just cold, but I mean actual Arctic storms, winter storm, record cold, global warming. But nonetheless, it's freezing up there, storms. And guess what? We've got beautiful weather here, don't we? Absolutely beautiful weather. It's awesome. Our economic climate is great in Texas. The weather is great. And athletics, gentlemen, there's no place in America that places more emphasis on athletics. We're one of the few states still has an athletic period. What do those other guys do? They have to come before school or after school, but there's nothing during the period. We get extra time. Y'all get extra. We get extra time with you. Y'all get extra time that many athletes throughout the country do not get. They don't get that. So it's a privilege to be in Texas for numerous reasons. Not only that, I'm not going to count Alaska, but it's the largest state in the United States. Alaska doesn't count. Okay? It's a bunch of ice. Okay. Now, some of you may think this is odd, okay? I believe it is an honor to be here at Tomball High School. I believe it's an honor for you to be a student here at Tomball High School. Now, you may hear this all the time. However, okay, we have a great staff here. This is the best administrative staff I've been around, meaning principals. The teachers care about you. They want you to do well. I promise you they do, okay? We have a principal that is pro-athletics. Okay, that's awesome, man. That doesn't happen everywhere you go. We have a safe environment here. All right, we get along. All right, we're pretty accepting of other people. And you may think, well, I've seen this or I heard it. Trust me. Okay, Coach Hebner, Coach McKinney, Coach Ramsey, Coach Reed, we've all been at places that are wow. Okay, dangerous. I heard two girls earlier this week walk down the hall, and one girl said, "This school is so ghetto." I laughed. I know it's so tough in these streets of Tomball. Okay, so I understand. But if you've been to places myself and most of these coaches have been, you'll understand that this place is awesome compared to many other high schools just in the state of Texas alone. Where I've been to places where I didn't know a teacher that hadn't been shot, stabbed, or punched, or kicked by a student. Okay, so I've been there. Okay, all right. Now, I also think it's an honor to play football here at Tomball High School. You've got coaches here, many coaches that have been head coaches before, many that have been coordinators before, that are assistant coaches now. So you've got a great staff. You've got coaches that care enough to give you character education, that are trying to mold you and shape you. And we don't just talk about football. There are other things that are important. We stress grades. We stress, your character here as well. And so it is a privilege to be here as well. Okay. So, my question is, what does honor mean to you? And there are 3 questions in the book that you can look at and answer those, on your own time. But, gentlemen, as they always say, it's been an honor to talk to you or to speak in front of you today. And so that's going to tie it in. Thank you.